Hey kids, Reverend James here. I'm here at St. Mary's United Church here in Winnipeg, and I just wanted to show you something that they have here at the church. There's a stone here. So I just wanted to read you a passage from the Bible that we have for today. So in the first letter of Peter, come to Jesus, a living stone rejected by human beings, but chosen and precious in the sight of God. And like living stones, let yourselves be built into a spiritual house, to be a holy priesthood, to offer spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. For behold, I am laying a stone, a cornerstone, chosen and precious, and whoever believes in it shall not be put to shame. So Peter's comparing Jesus to a cornerstone. And a cornerstone is a stone like this, that's usually at the corner of a building, and the builders use it as the guide for how they're going to build all the other stones. It's kind of measured and put in the exact precise location it needs to be, and all the stones are put in reference to that one. So Peter is saying that Jesus is like a cornerstone, and we're the living stones that are built upon him. So that Jesus is the reference for our lives and how we live to love and care for each other. So when builders and masons and bricklayers were ready to start building a stone building, a great building like a temple or basilica or parliament building, something like that, they'd do all sorts of measurements, they'd have compasses, they would do trigonometry and other math to make sure that the first stone that they laid, the cornerstone, was placed just perfectly, in the perfect alignment, according to the architecture and plans. And from that cornerstone then, they could place the other stones and know that they would be perfectly aligned with each other. This is so important whenever you're building a big building. You need it to be square, you need the foundations to be strong so that the whole building is secure and does its job, hold people or whatever we're going to put in this building. Now, the reason Peter talks about Jesus as the cornerstone, like I said, was because, first of all, Jesus, the cornerstone, just as all these stones are placed in reference to that one, we try to live our lives in reference to Jesus. So we look how Jesus lived his life, and we try to align our lives with Jesus's life. So I talk a lot about love and service, two of the big things that we do to try to align our lives to Jesus's life. But there's other really important things too, and sometimes we don't talk as much about them, like wisdom, knowledge, the pursuit of trying to understand things and learn. That's an important part of aligning ourselves with Jesus. Another big one is we hear in the Bible a lot to fear God. And it's not really talking about being scared or afraid of God, like God's going to do something bad to us. It's a fear like a wonder or an awe. When you go on a trip and you see some amazing scenery like a mountain or a canyon, and you're just in awe at how amazing it is. That's the kind of way in which we're invited to align ourselves to Christ, is to find something in our day that fills us with wonder. Even if it's just the beautiful sunset or the horizon. And another really important way which we align ourselves with Jesus is gratitude, to be thankful. To always find at least one thing every day, or even multiple times a day, to be thankful for. I'm thankful for the food that I get to eat. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. I'm thankful for the family and friends who love me. Those are just a few ways in which we align ourselves with Jesus, the cornerstone. The other really important thing that this metaphor, this symbol tells us is that Jesus is the cornerstone and we're all stones living stones that make up a great spiritual temple. So the other important part is not just how we align ourselves with Jesus, but how we all fit together. That together as one, we make an amazing community, and if we work together, there's no end to what we can accomplish. I just want to show you this little video clip of these people in Spain that are in a competition to make the tallest human tower.
In Spain, thousands come together every year to build towers out of people.
Lo más alto que hemos hecho ha sido un castell de 10, que son
A 10-story human tower with the youngest kids on top. Right. Claudia and Marina, they're 7.
tienes que hacer mucha fuerza y aguantarte con la otra persona. Si te sueltas, te sales volando.
Yo puedo confiar muchísimo en la gente, pero las que están ahí son mis hijas y tengo muchísimos nervios. Es que los castells es el cúmulo de las mejores expresiones de la humanidad. En el momento en que podemos juntarnos, podemos conseguir una cosa prácticamente imposible para cualquier otra persona.
So Claudia and Marina's mom said that this exercise of building a human tower shows the best of humanity and that together people can accomplish the impossible. What she means is that the best of humanity is that when we work together, when we're united, when we love one another, when we recognize the gifts and diversity of each other, that's when we're at our best. I think we all know that when we're angry, when we're fighting with each other, we can't seem to get anything done. But when we work together, when we acknowledge that other people are different and that's okay, and that if we bring our differences and our gifts together, we can do things together that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to do. And this is what Peter wants us to understand about what it means to be the church. That we're all united, we're all one, and together we make this living temple that can do amazing things, that can bring humanity together and make sure everyone is loved and cherished.